Okay, I'm at the point I want to join my top for the guitar. I've got what's called, this is something kind of new to me, but it's called Kermode Spruce. Anyway, there's an outfit, sprucetonewood.com I believe is the name of it, but it's also on the Luthier forums. Anyway, it's a really white spruce, and this guy gets it up in Canada. Anyway, sells it really reasonable. This was $29.99. They call it Dusty Rose Spruce. I guess he names all the different trees. Like one was called Shattered Glass and things like that. But anyway, what I need to do is I need to take and smooth these edges perfectly flat, so when I join them, they get a perfect glue joint on them. Well, the book that I bought, Building an Acoustic Guitar, shows to use a plane, and what you do is you lay that on here and you take your plane and it rides along this board. Well, anyway, I did that and I planed off quite a bit of material, but I couldn't get it quite straight. So what I did is I took my fence that I built to rip my maple and my sapele mahogany for the guitar, and now what I'm doing is I put down 2 layers of 3/4 inch MDF, and I've got a layer of 3/4 on top clamped down, and I've got my fence here that I made for resawing my wood, and I've got 100 grit sandpaper laying here. So anyway, what I do is I line that up and I slightly move the wood back and forth. Make sure to keep it up against the fence and make sure that I'm not rocking the sides up and down. And I give it a little bit, and then I stop and I put it together, and I hold it up to a light source. If I can see any light at all coming through that crack in the middle, then I got to keep going. And that's pretty close, except I've got just a little bit of gap right here. It looks like when I first started I probably rocked the wood a little bit. So this is up a little bit here on the end, so I've got to take off here on this end. So anyway, I just have to be patient, and patience is not one of my virtues. So I just keep working it, and I'm getting closer and closer every time. Matter of fact, this time's probably going to get me in the ballpark. This is one of those things that has to be absolutely perfect. That glue joint has got to be right on. So, and when I get ready to glue these, I use what's called a nail and baton press, and that's where I'll put some nails on the ends, and then it'll tighten. I'll have to show you when I do it, but it'll tighten these things down where they're very, very tight when they glue. And anyway, I think we got just a little bit more to go. So when I get it done, I'll show you what I mean by showing it through the light. See if I have any light showing through or shows any gaps.